Welcome back to the Texas music scene. Now, Sam Riggs' performance of Angola's Lament on the show was a big hit with our friends and fans in 2014. He sat down with us to discuss the process of making his album, Outrun the Sun. So let's check it out.
And they sing, ain't no way to mend a broken heart. Ain't no way to mend a broken heart. Ain't no way to mend a broken heart. Devil holds a key. There ain't no way to mend a broken heart. Ain't no way to mend a broken heart. Ain't no way to mend a broken heart. Brother, get down on your knees.
Outrun the Sun was the explosion that I wanted to make on the scene. It was the record that I wanted to define who I was as an artist, as a writer, as a performer. And I wanted to be able to capture all that. I didn't want to go into the studio and make a record that people are like, cool, they got a new record out, I love it, and it dies out. I wanted to create an experience. And I wanted to do that at the Panhandle House in Denton with Eric Herbst. And he and I have a very similar kind of viewpoint on records, in that they're not just a bunch of songs strung together on a CD. They're a collection of short stories that belong in the same book. And so when we went in, we would sit down for every song, and he'd be like, so what's this song about? And I would tell him, he's like, well, what's the point? And well, this is the point. And he would scribble down all these notes, and as we're going through doing these songs, he would flip through and make notes. I mean, he filled up an entire composition book of notes just on our record. That was the perfect chemistry for a producer and artist.
We shut it down again. They're locking it up. Stumble through the gravel.
Hold On and Let Go. It's a fiddle tune. It's one of my favorite songs. It's a very touching song of a story of two people who are, it's kind of like the Tanya Tucker, two sparrows in a hurricane concept. They're terrible for one another, but they're the only thing that's keeping the other one holding on.
And I don't know why we can't get it right. It's like trouble's gonna find us no matter what we try.
Another one of my favorite songs on the record is called Someone Else's Love Song. And I wrote that with Chad, my drummer, and it's kind of one of those songs that's about when you fall in love with someone, and then you fall out of love at whatever point in time, 2 weeks later, 20 years later. The memory of a love can be just as powerful. The memory of the emotion never goes away. And so that can fool you into thinking you're still in love with somebody when everybody's actually moved on. And we've all gone through that. And so that's another one of my favorite songs because it's really nostalgic and it speaks to a lot of people.
Your memory's here, but you're gone. And every now and then, I want you back again. And I start thinking about you all night long.
When people come see our show, I don't want it to be, you walk in, you pay your ticket, you buy a beer, you watch us do what we do, drink, dance around and we all drink and everybody goes home. I want it to be something that sticks with you. So every show is dynamic and it's emotional and it takes you up and down, and we make eye contact, and I'll sing straight to somebody for an entire verse, but that person will always remember that. It's a spiritual thing, and I want people to walk away with that.
And I